Make your point on the News Hour. Join Arnab every night on the News Hour with your question. Ask your question and join the debate.
After New Delhi sent 3 Chinese journalists working for the state-run Xinhua packing for allegedly indulging in spying-related activities, the Chinese media now has gotten a cold feet. They are warning India of dire consequences for denying extension of visas to these 3 journalists in particular, drawing a parallel with China blocking India's NSG bid. It's an editorial now that has appeared in the Global Times that is claiming that New Delhi's move is petty revenge. So that is exactly what the editorial goes on to quote, that this is a petty revenge. So is this another bit of spy game? Remember, because what we do know is that the Indian government denied granting them visas because saying that they indulge in unjournalistic activities. So what really do we know more about this? Our National Affairs editor Shrinjoy is just going to be joining us in a bit. But remember, these 3 journalists now have been ordered to leave the country by July the 31st. And the Chinese media reacting to that very sharply. Shrinjoy now live with us, getting us more details. Shrinjoy, first up, what do we know about why perhaps a move like this really happened as far as New Delhi is concerned? Because we do know that the government essentially has been saying that these journalists indulged in unjournalistic norms.
Yes, first of all, you can't pretend to be someone else and ask for interviews with anyone. You can't pretend to be impersonating other people. You can't be harassing people like the Dalai Lama and his officials, pretending to be someone else. And even if that is so, even apart from that, there has been a persistent issue with Xinhua all over the world. Many Xinhua journalists actually work for the government and are involved in espionage. That said, the Indian government has made it clear that they will leave by the 31st of July. Now, the Chinese media, the Global Times, which it has to be said is virtually an extension of the Chinese Communist Party, has warned India, saying that this would lead to consequences, especially if it is linked with China turning down India's request to be a member of the NSG. Now, India, it will have to see what to do, primarily because it is the Global Times. There is a distinction at the end. India makes that distinction, that the Global Times is a media outlet. It is not the Chinese government. It is not the Chinese Communist Party. So whether India will react to this is yet to be seen. But very clearly, the Chinese are unhappy about this, that these 3 journalists are not going to get their visas extended. But again, you cannot pretend to be someone else and try for an interview or try to get your work done. You have to be yourself. If you are from Xinhua, you are from Xinhua. If your names are what they are, that's what they are. You cannot pretend to be someone else, and that is where they have gone wrong.